Hi internet friends, and welcome back to my channel. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. So recently I asked you if you wanted the edited highlights of my New York haul or the full damage report, and apparently you all chose chaos. So full damage report it is. You asked for it, I'm delivering. Now you may notice we're in a very slightly different setup today. I did a slight office reshuffle, partly because I wanted to make space for this teeny tiny Christmas tree. There'll be some very fun things to decorate that with soon. But actually, I wanted to show just a little bit more of my collection behind me. And it was either that or just keep pretending this entire wall didn't carry on going and existing. So you're getting the very slightly festive, reorganized version of my office. So before we jump into the Pop Mart, the Miniso, the Skullpanda, all those unhinged decisions that I made in New York, we need to address two somewhat shiny elephants in the room, the Rimowa and the Dior. And if you follow me on TikTok, you'll know exactly why there is a suitcase currently sat on my desk. So I have the neediest Velcro puppy in the history of Velcro dogs. Honestly, he's super, super needy. I have tried to film this haul so many times, like genuinely so many times. But every time I sit on the floor to be next to a suitcase, he just launches himself at me with the enthusiasm of 10 tigers. So at the risk of buckling my desk, we're here. Now, for context, because I know someone will definitely ask, 10 years ago at our wedding, my husband and I bought each other Rimowa suitcases. So we love to travel, we really do. And our old suitcases, they just kept dying these really dramatic deaths. The zips would explode, the wheels would give up mid-terminal, and the handles would start doing that really floppy thing, which means you can never really move it around. So we decided to invest in something that would hopefully survive an airport. And honestly, they've been absolute tanks. A decade later, yeah, they're dented, they're scratched, and they've been traumatized by several baggage handlers, but they're still perfect. And they've done what, maybe 150 long haul flights now, and they are going strong. So when we realized we needed another case, we had a choice. Do we go for something that we know is basically indestructible? Or do we grab something quick that kind of solves that we've got too much luggage and not enough suitcase problem? And yeah, they are super expensive. But my original one, well, has done 10 years and I'll easily get another 10 years out of her. So not having to replace a suitcase for 20 years feels like a pretty solid investment. And also, there is a Dior moment coming. Look, I will explain when we get there. I'm not proud, but I'm also not proud, if that makes sense. So anyway, disclaimers done. Let's get into the unboxings because, to be honest, the Pop Mart part alone could probably be its whole own documentary. So shiny elephant number one was a new Rimowa suitcase, which is partly due to all the nonsense that I've been buying in Pop Mart. But shiny elephant number two, I picked up in Dior. Now we're going to get to that one at the end. So I'm not sure that I actually thought this part of the unboxing video through, because this suitcase is full, and I mean like it is like rammed full with things that I bought from Pop Mart and Miniso and the Skullpanda pop-up. And when I planned to do this unboxing on the floor, that kind of was fine because I was like, oh, plenty of room, I can spread out. But I'm not quite sure how I'm meant to open this on my desk and avoid it going everywhere. Oh, shall we try? Oh, you can see how full it is. It's like a treasure trove, like a traveling wardrobe of just like Pop Mart and plushies. It's actually quite exciting. Even though I know exactly what's in there, it's quite exciting to me. And it reminds me of, do you know that episode of Friends where Monica has the closet, Monica's closet? And basically it's a closet in her apartment where she keeps all her like trash and chaos and weirdness and whatever else. And as soon as you open it, it just kind of goes everywhere. That's what I think this is going to be like, because I can already see it bulging, and I know as soon as I undo one of these bits of Velcro, it's going to go everywhere. Oh, I'm excited, but I'm also a little nervous. Okay, let's try. Let's try this side, back side first. Oh my God, it's gonna go everywhere. I'm not sure that was like the smoothest kind of unboxing you can ever have, but there's stuff there. Okay, should we just get everything out? Maybe that's easier. We'll just get everything out and then we'll have plenty of space. Okay. So this is almost everything. Sadly, not quite everything, but almost everything I bought in New York in 48 hours. And you can see why I needed a new suitcase. Because look, this was never, in like a million months of Sundays, this was never going to get in my original suitcase. Trust me, that thing was, it was packed. It got a heavy sticker at least once on our trip. Like there was no way anything else was going into it. So yeah, I think, I think we can be adults here and say, look, you went a little crazy in New York. This is a safe space. We listen, we don't judge. I haven't been out of the country in months. And yes, I went nuts in New York and I shopped like I had never seen a shop before. What can I say? I have no excuses for that. But let's not split hairs. Let's not cry over it. Let's just get on, unbox it and enjoy it. So let's start with Uniqlo. So you may know that Uniqlo have this limited collection with the monsters and it is available in the UK. It's just I haven't bought it. And the reason is I haven't really shopped much at Uniqlo in the past, and not for any reason other than there isn't one anywhere near me and I just haven't had that many opportunities to shop there. So I don't really know much about their sizing, about their clothes. So rather than just kind of buying things randomly, I decided not to buy the collection when it got launched over here. And instead I was like, look, at some point I'll probably see it somewhere and I'll get a sense of what the collection is like. And if it's still available, then I'll make a decision about what bits to buy. So we were in New York and we were walking down Broadway and we walked past a Uniqlo and I had no intention to go in, like none at all. It wasn't even on my radar, wasn't even on my agenda. But as we walked past, I saw this massive Labubu just inside the front door. And I was just like, grabbed my husband and just yanked him into Uniqlo. And the collection was right at the front of the store. And I was really surprised, actually. First off, there's quite a lot of bits in the collection in terms of tops, t-shirts and jumpers and things. But actually, like the quality, I quite liked. The quality of the print, I quite liked. Sometimes with like these collections, sometimes it can feel a little bit like ironed on almost, like it's going to come off within a few washes. But I quite liked it. I felt like it was quite good quality. So in the end, I decided to get one t-shirt and two jumpers. So let's take a look at the t-shirt. Now I went for the black t-shirt in the end. And the reason being is I just thought the graphic really popped off when it was on a black t-shirt. So we have the graphic in the center. We are the monsters. We are the monsters. And there's a few things really about the graphic that I really liked. First off, it's very, very colorful, but not in a really intense, childish, oversaturated way. And what I mean by that is, if you take a photo on your phone, this is iPhone anyway, you could take a photo and then you go to edit and you can put different filters on it. And one of the filters is vivid. And what that does really is it just oversaturates all the colors. It can look a bit much sometimes. And I think there's a risk with this kind of design to make it really kind of bright and colorful and oversaturated. But I think with something like this, that would have felt really childlike if they'd done that. So I do appreciate that we definitely have some more muted colors. It's not like, super, super bright. So I really liked that. The other thing I really appreciated is the graphic itself. It feels like it's applied to the t-shirt in a way that's fairly long lasting. I mean, graphics are never super long lasting, are they? But fairly long lasting. And it doesn't feel stiff underneath the graphic. So, sometimes if you have these big prints on t-shirts and it can feel a bit like it can feel a bit different underneath. So when you're wearing the garment, it just feels it's just a bit noticeable, but it didn't feel like that. It doesn't feel stiff at all. So I really appreciated that about this t-shirt. I really like it. I really, really do like it. I think she's very, very cute. Okay, so that was the t-shirt. Okay, so let's move on to the couple of jumpers that I bought. And they're fairly similar, to be honest. I'll start with this one. It's kind of a cream, kind of off-white kind of color. Very cute. Again, I went with a medium. It is very big on me, this one, but I thought it would be nice to wear like over stuff rather than just being as like a single top on its own. But I really, really like this. I thought the writing was perfect. The colorway was perfect. It was ticking all of the boxes for me. So we have We Are the Monsters and we have Labubu here in the center. I really, really liked it. And again, I get the sense that the print is going to be relatively long lasting. That's just the vibe that I get from it. And it's really soft. It's really light. I think it'll be super, super easy to wear. I think it will wash really well. So yeah, I was really happy with this. So this was 40 bucks actually, it is quite expensive, but I really, really liked it. And it was plain on the back. They had a few jumpers that had stuff on the back rather than on the front. I know, I just felt like if I was going to wear it, I'd rather have it on the front rather than just on the back. So we went for this one. So the last thing I bought from Uniqlo was another jumper. And now this one does have stuff on the back, but I went for it because I really liked the Labubu on the front. I think she's really, really cute. I love her little pink t-shirt. So we have Labubu on the front, and then on the back, it just says, We Are the Monsters. I just thought that was really cute, and it's really simple. And the thing I quite liked about this top, particularly this top, is I felt like, so look, I'm not ashamed of my Pop Mart, Labubu, whatever obsession, right? I own it. I'm all about it. But you know, you don't always want to broadcast your personal preferences to the rest of the world. But I felt like this is something that I could wear that wasn't kind of over the top in any way. Like it's like if you know, you know, and if you don't know, you just think it's a random design on the top. And that's what I really, really liked about this top particularly. So very excited to wear that. So you'll probably see that in an upcoming video. I feel like it might be part of my Pop Mart uniform, but there we go. So they were the things that I bought in Uniqlo. But let's move on to something definitely a little random. And I'll be honest, I'm not entirely certain what they are, okay? So the first thing we did when we went to the States is we went to North Carolina and we went to a family wedding. And while we were there, I realized I was running really low on blusher. Like, it's random, but it happens, right? I thought I'd packed a second one, but I hadn't. So I said to my husband, look, we're not too far from Ulta, so can we just pop down and I'll pick up a blusher? Yeah, no probs, sure. So we went off to Ulta. And I was in the queue and I saw these. And they're like mini blind things. Now, I'm not really sure if they're mini keychains, products, plushies. And I asked the store, the woman working behind the till, and I said, you know, what are they? And she was like, oh yeah, they're like blind boxes. I was like, yeah, but what are they? She's like, yeah, they're like blind boxes. I was like, okay, you don't know, do you? So I don't know. So like on the front, it has, or side or whatever, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 different characters. And it's really hard to work out what they're doing. It looks like they're all holding something, possibly like a little product. But then it says it's for 3 and up, which is kind of weird for a beauty product anyway. And it doesn't say anywhere on the packaging what it actually is. So it just says mini brands pops. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's like, I don't know what it is. So anyway, curiosity definitely got the better of me. So I picked up 2 of them. Now, this one makes more of a noise than this one. There's definitely something in there. I haven't just bought like an empty plastic ball. But yeah, that's really random. So should we open the Ulta Beauty blind box? Okay, so it looks like we have like a pullable tab just at the bottom here. Well, that was not a satisfying pull. Okay. Well, they definitely didn't design this for someone with nails. Oh, okay. So it has another layer of plastic as well. I mean, it says like it's recycled plastic, but I'm not quite sure why we needed 2 layers. Okay. Just going to peel it like an orange now, apparently. Okay. It's like a giant Kinder Egg. Oh my god, it is like a little plushie. Okay. 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 I mean, that is actually very, very cute. That is really cute. Okay, so, but the product is like, it's like a mini sample, like a mini version of the product, but it's not actually product. Okay, but that is really cute. I really like that. That is quite cute. Okay, okay. That's so random. It's so random, isn't it? Okay, so we have Ulta Beauty Collector's Guide. Let's put you there so you stop rattling around. So we have the Ulta Beauty. Oh, okay, okay, hang on. Okay, so we have this Buttercup is from the Dry Bar. Tartlet is from Tarte. Flora from, is that Days or Daisy? I don't know. We have Millie is by Monday, who we have. Oh gosh, there's loads. We've got Ruby from OPI, Glazy from Truly, Cleo from, who's that? Shea Moisture, and Gigi from Good Molecules. Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute. And actually, it's actually really decent quality. It's really soft. The eyes are little beads. I'm not sure I'd give that to a 3-year-old. I'm not sure I'd give this to a 3-year-old, but like that is really, really cute. Oh, I like that. So that was $10. And like, to be fair, like if you consider kind of the price of like Pop Mart and Miniso, that's really actually not bad value for $10. The ring itself, this is a really chunky ring. Like you can feel there's a little bit of weight to that. That's really, oh, that's really sweet. I'm so happy I got that. Okay, okay. I want to see the next one now. Okay. Okay, so if I had to pick, I would like to find Buttercup, the star, because I think that's very, very cute. Flora, the little flower, she looks quite cute. Oh, the donut, all day the donut. Glazy. The rainbow is also very, very cute. This little cloud is cute. Actually, they're all pretty cute. Okay, let's see. I tried to get something that made a different sound, but obviously, like, I don't know what it doesn't say, like, what the frequency is. I'm assuming that the frequency would be equal amongst every character, but you never know. Okay, let's open our second random blind box from Ulta. I love this. I'm so excited. As I was buying these, my husband was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know what they are, but they're like little mini blind things that could be plushies. They could be cute. He's like, it's like $20 you'll never see again. I'm like, I know, but they look cute. I'm so happy that I did. This one is so hard to get into. Okay. Why have I never seen online that you can get like little blind like keychains from Ulta Beauty? Why is no one sharing that information? They're really, really cute. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and do this one eyes closed. So you see first. Who is it? I don't even know what side it's in. It's in this side. Who is it? Oh, it's the donut. Oh. Oh, she is really cute. Oh, she is really, really cute. Oh, that was such a good choice. And actually the bottle is really cute. These are really nicely done. I'm so impressed with them. I'm so impressed for $10. Like genuinely, like, you know, all day, if that was in Pop Mart, that would not be $10. So like, that is really, really nice. And we've got color coordinated ribbons on them all with a little bit of embroidery. Really nicely done. Oh, well done, Ulta. Well done. That is, Oh, she's so cute. She is so cute. Oh, I'm kind of gutted that I only bought two. Okay, well, at least I know what I'm going to do next time I get to the States and go to Ulta. Oh, they are so cute. How has no one told me about those before? I can't believe it. So this is our random, super random plushies from Ulta Beauty in their little blind mini pops thing. So yeah, the store I went to, they were right by the checkout. So you know the bit you queue in where they have all like the small things where you just end up spending way more money than like you actually did from the rest of the store. It was in that section right there. But I am really pleasantly surprised with these. They are really, really cute. You'll be sleeping on Ulta with that, I'm telling you. Okay, let's move on to Lego. Now, I know you only really know me for my Pop Mart and plushies and things like that, but I'm a massive Lego fan. I really do love Lego. And actually, the bookshelves directly in front of me as I'm sat here are kind of covered. This one particularly is covered in Lego. And I really like the Harry Potter Lego. I really like the modulars. I love the modulars. And I also really, really love, randomly, the trucks and the cars from Lego City. And I mean, like, you know, the one that I'm talking about particularly is I've got the burger truck, we've got the donut truck, the camper van. Those types of vans and trucks are really, really cute. They're such quick builds and they're great if you've had like a bad day at work or a long day at work and you just want to switch your brain off for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and you can build a complete set from start to finish. I love those. So we went to Lego in North Carolina. We're in Greensboro, North Carolina. We went there and we also went to New York. And we wanted to say that we'd bought Lego from both places. And the reason is once we build them and it goes on our shelves, they become memories, don't they? So like, oh, do you remember we bought this truck in North Carolina, or we bought this car in New York? Like, it's a memory for my husband and I. It's like a memento, really. So from North Carolina, my husband bought this kind of Superman and Lex Luthor set. I really offended him by asking if that was Green Lantern, not Lex Luthor. I really don't know Superman or DC that much at all. So I was like, I don't know. But anyway, we haven't seen this set actually anywhere in the UK or in our local Lego store, certainly. So when we were looking for a small set that would easily kind of be able to get home and things, this was the one my husband picked for him. So that's very, very cute. And then from North Carolina, I bought a digger truck. I know, right? I know that sounds really random, but they had this built on display, and I think it was the way they had displayed it. It was just really nicely done. It just looked incredibly cute. And I was thinking about the other trucks that I've got on my shelf, and I was just thinking, I'd love like to have this just like almost scooping up some of the trucks. It's really, really cute. So I'm really looking forward to building this one. It's only 81 pieces. I think this will take maybe 20 minutes tops to build, but very, very cute. Oh, learn to build. It is a really cute little set. Very simple set. A couple of little minifigs in there. But yeah, really, really sweet. And then in New York, we bought, of course, we had to buy a yellow taxi. So, you know, just as if you go anywhere really, the taxi, this particular, you know, yellow taxi is iconic to New York. And when I saw they had this in the Lego store, this is the Lego store up in Midtown, I was like, we absolutely have to buy that. So Lego taxi secured. I think that'll look really good on the shelf. And randomly, I bought the little Lego City sports car, again, because I needed something small that I could easily get home, because let's face it, it's not like I could fit the Black Pearl into my suitcase, but I wanted something that would fit on the shelf and just something small and tiny. Yeah, 109 pieces, really key. I think it'll look great. And again, got a minifig with that as well. So great one to add to the shelf to be built. My collection of Lego to be built at the moment is actually getting quite big. So I've got the Hogsmeade, the Harry Potter icons, they're both waiting to be built. I've got a few little bits from Gringotts, like the extra vault and things from Gringotts, that's waiting to be built. My husband has got the Goonies. He's got an ATST. I think he's still got Optimus Primed, but like we've got the to build pile is almost as big as the built pile right now. It is quite sizable, but we bought some Lego. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but this is editing Alex. Now, I have been sat here editing this New York unboxing for the longest time. Honestly, I had no idea there was so much stuff to unbox. The raw footage was like over 4 hours long. Like it was insane. So I'm going to split this video into a few parts. So I'm going to end part one here. Part two, we're going to go through everything that I bought at Miniso. And part three, we're going to do Pop Mart and that exclusive skull panda. And of course, that shiny elephant from Dior. So I will see you in part two.